The time has come. It's rate cut week, baby. And let me know, are you going to be cracking a bottle of champagne to celebrate or nailing a bottle of scotch to soothe over the pain of the coming dark times? We're going to be talking about that in today's video. What the heck is going on with the rate cuts this week? We also have some altcoin news, the latest on Bitcoin. Surprise, surprise, rejected again from a massive zone of resistance. We're breaking that down for you as well in today's video. Let's hop straight into this and get going. So, the rate cuts, man, the Federal Reserve is now likely to cut interest rates by 50 basis points at this week's meeting. That's what the market is currently pricing in, a 57% chance of a 50 basis point rate cut. Only 43% now at 25 basis points. Very, very interesting how the market is looking at this right now. Fajao here saying the cuts this week could well be a sell the news event on a short-term basis, but your framework is anything above the 6 months, you really shouldn't be caring too much about that. And I agree with that. When we see so much anticipation coming in from the markets on this rate cut event, we've been talking about it nonstop, and the stock markets are a hair away from hitting new highs, and maybe they rally into a new high this week. But expect volatility around this event, okay? And look, crypto's way behind the key market indexes right now. Bitcoin's still in a downtrend. More on that in a second. Ethereum, man, so bad, so bad. But in terms of stocks and how the market might look at risk on, risk off attitudes, expect a bit of volatility around this event, regardless of how it plays out. Long term, I keep on the thesis that this will be a bullish rate cut, from the perspective that when we have rate cuts outside of a recessionary environment, which is currently the case, then they're bullish. So we shall see. We shall see. Although, for all those who are thinking perhaps September is going to be, we still have 2 weeks to go for September, guys. It's a long time, okay? But for those who are thinking, well, perhaps September is going to break the pattern. Well, Fund Strats, Tom Lee, have said 10 of the worst starts to September are shown in the table, not including 2024's, which ranks as one of the worst. Every single time September started this way, the market finished in the red for the month. Of course, adding into the seasonality of September being often Rectember, but October will be Uptober. So all we have to do is hold on a few more weeks, guys, according to seasonality. Game of trades here. This rare signal is only triggered 4 times since 1990. Each time it signaled further market gains. This time is not different. So it's particularly about small cap performance relative to the S&P 500. So essentially what this means is that we're going to be seeing a situation where small caps start outperforming. Okay. So in that scenario, we see more upside action, more risk on attitudes towards riskier assets. That should capture crypto within the bubble of risk attitudes, liquidity going up, all that kind of stuff that we're currently looking at right now in markets. Hey, real quick shout out to today's sponsor, and then we're going to do the Bitcoin charts. Today's sponsor, I Trust Capital. Guys, if you want to have a tax efficient way to be doing the crypto game, check out I Trust Capital. You can buy and sell crypto 24/7, 365. They got all the top gosh darn coins. They got your Bitcoin. They got your dog coins, all kinds of dog coins over here, Ethereum, Solana, and all kinds of other stuff. You can bring over your existing IRA, start a new IRA, a 401k, whatever. They got your retirement plans covered. You can trade as many times as you want and never hit a taxable event when doing this over on iTrust by wrapping your trading within that retirement plan. You can not just buy and sell crypto, you can also get gold and silver, the real deal stuff, via Kitco. And you can also do in-kind withdrawals for your crypto in the future. Pretty gosh darn cool, right? Low cost, no monthly fees. It's pretty awesome. Check it out down below using the link. You can get yourself a $100 bonus. So thanks, and iTrust, for sponsoring today's video. Price of Bitcoin rejected again. Who could have seen this coming? Yeah, anyway. Still in a MACD uptrend, but you got to keep in mind, we are facing a monumental monstrosity of resistance right here. The 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day here, the 100-day, the bull market support band, the 62K level. It's all mega resistance, all lining up in this very, very tight area. Key support lies just below us. Obviously, we want to see this continuing to hold, where we keep putting in higher valleys, right? We'll keep putting in higher values as we rise up and start to see crypto grinding higher. We shall see. We shall see. Very tight range of Bitcoin stuck in now between this mega area of price resistance and our key area of price support down here on 52K. So let's see how Bitcoin continues to grind out for the rest of the month. 9,200 Bitcoin taken off exchanges just yesterday. The accumulation continues at unprecedented levels, meaning that all this, whether you like to admit it or not, even though, yes, it is a downtrend because we keep putting in lower peaks, lower valleys, right? Even though it's all downtrend, we're still seeing massive accumulation happening because the big money knows that these prices will not last forever. And if it goes down, those same big money players are just going to buy more. Because at some point, the Bitcoin rocket ship lifts off. And when it does, it ain't coming back here, guys. No. This pretty crazy from Neste says 8 years in crypto. I don't think I've ever seen a setup this gosh darn explosive. It's very, very interesting chart. So this is, of course, Bitcoin USD on the top. Second, we have crypto fear and greed index bouncing out of max fear zones. Next, we have Bollinger Band width bouncing back out of the major contraction zone, indicating, of course, volatility coming. Stochastic RSI way down here. It's on 3-day charts, by the way. Stochastic RSI way down here, about to start trending back up. Regular RSI, of course, we see the lower peaks that keep coming in here. We're about to potentially break out of that downtrend. Global liquidity roaring higher. Gold roaring higher. The setup has never been better. Meanwhile, Ethereum. My Ethereum bags, man. Come on, Ethereum. When are we going to do it, man? When are we going to do it? Gosh darn. What an underperforming asset this thing has been, especially since the ETFs is just what a slap in the face. Anyway, Ethereum is at its 200-week moving average. For context, Bitcoin at the same measure put it at $39,000. What an insult to my portfolio. You've been Ethereum. I know, like Ethereum's up like 10x. You know, I can't complain too much when it really comes down to it, guys. Okay, I've been holding Ethereum for a while now. I've used all kinds of airdrops and stuff that have made even more money. But still, that's crazy. Massive underperformer so far this cycle. But altcoins more broadly are gearing up for some exciting stuff. Mercury here saying, seems like a lot of people forgot how easily crypto can go from being obnoxiously boring to incredibly active. And that's exactly what happens. One day you're going to come in, log in. It's going to be like, holy crap, I need to FOMO into everything. I'm missing out. Everyone else is getting wildly rich and I'm not. What have I been doing? Why am I sidelined? Why didn't I risk more? Why didn't I bet more? That's going to happen to all of us at some point. Probably not so some future. Trader XO here. Understand the context and everything else should flow in your favor. Different stages of the market cycle. Best time to start buying. Best time for selling. So are we in an accumulation stage right now? Likely. Right? So here we are. This is where most altcoins are right now. Think about that. Most altcoins are here. We had a nice markup. We had distribution. We had a markdown. Now we're back in accumulation for all kinds of major assets. And if you feel like you've missed out, you have not missed out, man. There are so many coins out there right now that have almost seen full gosh darn resets. So here's a few examples that HDF is sharing here. Prime basically come all the way back down to early 2024 levels. We have Celestia, got more on that in a second, but basically right back to very, very early levels, sitting currently at a key zone of price support around 450. Crazy, crazy stuff here, guys. We've seen a lot of these charts just completely reset, basically. Meanwhile, fundamentals, again, never been better. Helium becoming the biggest crypto data network in the world, rapidly scaling. Estimated $50 million in fee generation. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. What's going on? Phantom, of course, love my Phantom bags. I really feel like this has got the potential to be a big breakout story later this year as we see the Sonic upgrade being fully rolled out. There's a lot of potential here for this to take off in a major. Of course, I own Phantom. If you want to see my current portfolio holdings, my private sale investments, all that kind of stuff, link down below in the description as always, or the pinned comment over on X. You also find a risk statement there because investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money. Okay. But Phantom, man, it's a sleeper. I have a feeling the thing's going to break out in a major, major way later this year. That's what my money's betting on anyway, not financial advice, obviously. Mike Ippolito, Aave outperforming the other DeFi blue chips right now. Anyone have a good explanation for why? And my explanation would be that unlike most of the other coins, Maker is interesting. Maker does capture value for its users, especially with all new upgrades and stuff going on. I think there's a lot more value there for Maker DAO. But look, Uni, if you're betting on Uni, you're simply betting on hoping they turn the fee switch on at some point, which they haven't done since 2020 when they dropped the damn coin. It's been years. Maybe now is finally the time, but they could have done it years ago. And Uni would have actually been one of the best damn DeFi coins in the entire market. But instead, all these other coins have come out, eaten into their market share. Oh, now you're finally going to throw some bones to the starving dogs that have been holding your Uni governance crap coin for all these years. Uni, I have zero interest in. When they turn on fee sharing, then I've got time for the Uniswap token. But who knows when that's going to happen, if it ever happens, okay? Lido, same boat, man. Useless governance token. I know there's been talks about fee sharing and stuff like that. None of that's come to pass yet. So why Lido and Uni underperforming? Obvious, because they're crap, because they're governance tokens. I have time for them if they start giving real value back to token holders, but that has not happened in a standard way yet, okay? Aave, though, Aave has plans to do even more of that. So I understand why Aave has been outperforming. By the way, I've been talking about Aave over in the Discord. You can sign up to the go and check it out. Interesting, been very strong performance, breaking out of a massive accumulation zone, as you can see right here. Huge accumulation zone, been going for a long time here, just starting to break out. And I know some people are, well, it's so late, Lark. It was $70 a few weeks ago. It's up 100% now. I've not taken a position on Aave yet. I've considered it, and I may still. But it's at a very interesting place right now where if we see a good break above sort of 150, 152 with some daily candles, not wicks, but actual daily candles, it could see a bit of a time to run there up to some key price targets beyond that. Retest at 115 wouldn't be crazy. Falling back into the accumulation zone, probably an interesting spot for long-term bag buyers. Celestia. This has been a hated coin for a variety of reasons. Chris here says, still longing Celestia while haters spinelessly pile onto the downside momentum. He says, Celestia recovers. It's not me that will be haunted by the thought of, instead of jeering, I could have been buying Celestia under $5. Don't have a bag of Celestia, but it is a good point. People tend to most hate on assets when the price is low, when it's exactly the wrong time to be a hater of the asset. I'm not saying Tia's a good buy here or not. It's an interesting case study, because a lot of people will fall into this trap. Well, the price is down, so now the tech must be shit. Now the market relevance must be shit. Now the use, and Celestia is a great example of something where the metrics have been exploding higher. Price, not so much, right? But that's a disconnect. That's a disconnect with the market, right? There's a big divergence where you see fundamentals never been better, price pretty low compared to where it was. I know we never got any of our airdrops for Celestia. I'm still salty about my 100 TIA that I'm holding. I never got airdrops for, but c'est la vie. That's how things work out sometimes. But it is interesting that some of these hated assets, they're actually very fundamentally solid, will probably have massive, very hated rallies. Effort Capital here saying TIA unlocks the most telegraphed unlock in history, which means it's the most telegraphed short squeeze in history, which means it's the most telegraphed short in history, which means maybe everyone's wrong again. Ryan here's saying the Twitter mob mocking this thread with only short-sighted unlocks and backwards looking low fees themes as ammo may become one of the most obvious bottom signals in hindsight. Classic case of the blind following the blind, and yet again missing a generational entry on a generational project. Let me know if you agree with that down below in the comment section. Huge opportunity right now in the cryptocurrency market. So long as we don't have like a major U.S. recession like announced in the next few days and rate cuts send us to Goblin Town, beyond Goblin Town. We're going beyond Goblin Town, guys. It's going to get way worse than You're going to wish we were only at Goblin Town. We're going way worse than that. I don't even know what's under the Goblin Town. It must be bad. Anyway, guys, someone's at the door, so I got to go. Peace. Bye.